French manager has three of his countrymen in the starting lineup, including Steve Malbranc, who once turned down a move to Arsenal, and Louis Saha, the country's leading scorer last season. Saha, a contemporary of Thierry Henry at the French Youth Academy at Clairefontaine. Henry, one of 5 Gallic names in the Arsenal squad. And there's a first start for the rather more homespun Francis Jeffers. It's 33 years since Fulham, then managed by Bobby Robson, last played host to Arsenal. This a fixture that they've been looking forward to for ages in this part of West London. Confirmation of Fulham's arrival in the big league of the Barclaycard Premiership. Arsenal with a mixed season behind them so far. A couple of hefty wins, home defeat by Leeds, and Fulham, who've been spending like mad of late. £33 million lashed out on players in August alone, all thanks to the financial support of a single humble shopkeeper. Oh, Keogh. It's given away first to Boa-Morte. Now here's Malbranc, and Saha seemed to be manhandled over by Lauren. Already in the very early stages of this game, Arsenal struggling to cope with the pace of Fulham. Collins over the ball. Melville forward, so too his centre-back partner Kit Symons. And loads of movement for Fulham. And Melville! Enough to worry David Seaman. It was Sol Campbell's job to stop him in the end. And he never left the ground. Although Arsene Wenger frequently moans about all the London derbies Arsenal have to play, he's got a good record in them. He's lost just one of the last 17. Parler. Lauren. Rapidly in was Collins. Doesn't have the pace to get away anymore. It's a foul on Lauren. Vieira has also joined the throng. In by Pires. Campbell. Didn't meet it at all well. It's turned into a good-headed pass for Pires. And Henry, and Ljungberg. Eight goals in 12 starts for the Swedish international. And I don't think that Ljungberg could believe the amount of time he was given. It all came from the misdirected header by Sol Campbell that was picked up by Pires. Henry's shot deflected, and Ljungberg, the grateful beneficiary. Now Lauren. Ljungberg ahead of him. Henry in field, and over the top it goes for Henry. Van der Sar has come, the goal is open. Oh, and Francis Jeffers. If he'd been 2 inches taller, he'd have had his first Arsenal goal. Because he stretched for all he was worth. Fulham caught out badly, and Jeffers just made contact, but not quite enough. Pires caught by Legwinski. Arsene Wenger was succeeded by Jean Tigonnard as coach of Monaco. Campbell. Henry. Fantastic control and a decent shot, spilt by Van der Sar. Needed a brave plunge at the feet of Jeffers to rescue the situation. Virtuoso skill from Thierry Henry. Pires. Deftly to Cole. And back from Pires. Cole with Legwinski. Henry. Lovely footwork. But he left himself with too much to do. If he had a wish, it would have been that Ljungberg had got out of the way a bit quicker. Fine surging run from the fullback, but it's at this point that Henry ran into trouble with his own player, Ljungberg directly in front of him. The error. Cole. Henry. Oh, he tried to curl it. And it's just as well that Van der Sar is the tallest goalkeeper that Fulham have had in many a long year, because he needed all of his 6'6" to get to that. Saha. Malbranc. 3 additional minutes now up. Fulham have a throw, and they need to race to take it if they're going to take it at all. And yet there seems to be no urgency. And they've lost their chance. And on a day set up for the French, it's a Swede who's made his mark, Freddie Ljungberg. Fulham full of finesse, but no finish. Half-time at the Cottage. Fulham 0, Arsenal 1. Not since George Best and Rodney Marsh famously signed for Fulham 25 years ago this month has there been as much excitement about a season as there is this time around. Be deflated somewhat if Fulham do go down today, but they showed enough in the first half to suggest they have the flair to find a way through. Arsenal, though, in particularly well-drilled mood today. No changes at half-time. This is Saha. To Arsenal, late arrival for the second half, slightly out of breath, is he? Mortar. Towing it ahead of Campbell. 2 up in support. 1 is Malbranc. Fulham a level. A tribute to their flowing football. It was a wonderful break. Steed Malbranc's first goal in English football. The sheer pace of Boamorte, who made Campbell look a little silly, and a square pass for Malbranc, who really enjoyed the finish with relish. Collins. Saha. Oh, John Collins, and an accurate ball as well. It could be an assist for Boamorte. Cole got back. And it's a corner, but how about that for a pass from John Collins? He's 33, he shouldn't be capable of that sort of thing. Boamorte. Out by Campbell. Collins thought about the first time hit. Instead he's bought time. And the header stopped on the line by Seaman. Did very well to keep that out, because he was left totally exposed. And Legwinski must have thought he'd scored. He turned away in celebration. Boamorte's corner. Simon's going up. Brevitt. Floated for Boamorte to battle for. Perez. Foul by Legwinski. who moments ago was convinced he'd scored. John Collins at the centre of all the good things Fulham are doing at the moment, hanging up the cross. Legwinski up above Cole, and Seaman used every available part of his body to block it right on the line. And Parla has got in behind Rufus Brevitt. And here's Jeffers. Van der Sar used his left hand to divert it into the side netting. Hit on the run by Jeffers, and it was a vital touch by the big Dutchman. Morte. Campbell looking awkward in possession, and caught. This could be a crucial moment. Saha, Marley. Saha should have hit it earlier. Sol Campbell once more have been embarrassed. Henry, Wiltor. He just arrived on the pitch. Saha. Malbronk. Fouled Parla. Bergkamp. Henry. Ljungberg. Henry through the middle. Has Ljungberg seen him? He has! And Henry has scored! Ljungberg delayed until Henry was at his shoulder. And Arsenal's perennial leading scorer makes his mark against a team coached by his former manager at Monaco, Jean Tigonnard. Ljungberg to Wiltor. Fulham guilty of dallying, and Wiltor is through, and Bergkamp has settled matters emphatically. As on their last visit, a third of a century ago, it's 3-1 to the Arsenal. It's been a struggle, but the margin now looks comfortable. The two strikers left out of the starting lineup, putting their case for Champions League inclusion in 4 days' time. Fulham fall after a brave fight. The crucial goal scored by one of their coach's former students, Thierry Henry. But Arsenal typically dogged, and it is they, not Tigonnard's Fulham, who take the points.